KNDY.
Good evening and welcome to TVL Basketball. Max Blasky with you back again here on a Friday edition over in Washington. Tip about ready to get started between the Doniphan West Mustangs and the Frankfort Wildcats. Stay tuned if you want some basketball. I will be your spot for about the next 4 hours. We're going to have Clifton Clyde and Axtell coming up at 6, and then Blue Valley and Hanover will play at 7:30. Frankfort and Doniphan West are getting ready in front of us here in the primary gym in Washington. Another great day of high school basketball here on KNDY Radio.
3, 2, 1.
Did the new year bring new devices in your home? You might want to increase your internet speed. If you up your speed this month, you get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months to kick off 2023. New Blue Valley internet customers also get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
If you're worried about the shape your smile is in or suffer with tooth pain, you need to visit Gray Family Dental in Marysville. The staff at Gray Family Dental will stop the pain and make your smile look like new again. Dr. Gray offers a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, and cosmetic procedures, and regular hygiene services to keep your teeth and gums in great shape. Call 562-5323 for your appointment today. Gray Family Dental, just a south block of Broadway on 8th Street. Your smile is their priority.
Come work for a stable, family-owned company. Landall Company, starting their 60th year in business, is hiring for welders in the Waterville and Marysville facilities. Wages depend on weld test and experience and start at $16.80 to $21.95 per hour. 10 hours overtime per week, Monday through Friday, $2 per hour shift differential, and 4% attendance bonus. Lots of earning potential plus extensive benefit plan. Apply online at landall.com or contact their Human Resource Department 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability Welcome.
Circle P Processing of Waterville has processing openings available now. Their mission is to not only provide the professional meat processing their customers expect, but ensure timely and transparent service and prices. Be assured that when you bring your meat to Circle P, you are getting exactly what you brought in. Always remaining local and loyal to their customers. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Be sure to visit their website, circlepprocessing.com, for pricing and ordering information.
First contest moments away here. Max Lasky, welcome in again to another wonderful afternoon over here in Washington. 12-seeded Doniphan West playing host to 13-seeded Frankfort Wildcats. About ready to get tipped underway. First game here this afternoon, 4:30 slate. 6 o'clock slate will be between the Clifton Clyde Eagles and the Axtell Eagles, while 7:30 will be Blue Valley versus Hanover. Right now, consolation matchup here between two teams that set at 1-10. Not the starts either coach was expecting here on this season for two younger teams in this TVL, but nonetheless a chance to play on a Friday in Washington is an opportunity. Starting first with the visiting Doniphan West Mustangs, they will be led by number 2, Cooper Eberly, number 3, Colton Peterson, number 10, Michael Albers, number 11, Hudson Penny, and number 22, Brody Jessek, I think is how we're going to go with that one. So it'll be Everly, Patterson, Albers, Penny, and Jessek. For the Frankfort Wildcats, they come in with the record. And we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
When you own a business of any kind, you need an insurance policy that'll protect it. You need business insurance that perfectly suits your industry, and Blue Valley Insurance is proud to offer it. When you get an insurance policy from us, you're taking the first step towards protecting your business, your employees, and yourself. Let's start with an overview of the types of coverage you can expect. Stop by for quotes at Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
This is the time of year to reflect on last year's crop cycle and make plans for next year. There are many decisions to be made and many options available. We'd like to help make the financial side of your planning a little easier. Our ag lenders know agriculture and they're local. Stop by and see us. Let's talk about next year. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Back here in Washington, tip is underway. A little confusion there with the anthem. We did get one. Looking at Frankfort starting lineup with right out of the block, there is going to be a score for Lane Loizo. Frankfort will go Wes Anderson, Tyler Smith, Lane Loizo, Carter Olson, and Fred Rosequist as their starting five. Of course, Ben Steinlage is the coach for the home-seeded Wildcats here today. They come in with a record of 1-10 on the season. These two teams did meet back on the 3rd of January. Doniphan West was able to come away with that victory, the lone victory for the Mustangs on the season, a 34-31 victory in Frankfort. So two teams that are familiar a little bit here with themselves in this contest. It's going to be Loizo, top of the key at the elbow, now gets it off to Olson right side. Frankfort's going to be in their home whites with red letters and numerals on their chest. Doniphan West in their navy blue with their white letters and orange numbers on the back. Little floater on the left side baseline, up and down for Smith is going to be no good. Rebound's going to be taken down by Doniphan West. It's going to be a foul, though, out front on Frankfort, trying to stop the outlet pass there for the Mustangs. First foul here on the contest is going to go over to the side of the Frankfort Wildcats. This Doniphan West team, as we get familiar with them here, a younger team. They start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 1 senior. Only 1 senior on this roster, 2 to speak of. They have 4 bench players coming over here for the tournament this week. All of them are freshmen, so a deep freshman class, but it will be inexperienced, too. There's a 3 on the way, top of the side from Eberly. That's going to be no good. Frankfort comes down with the board. That's Loizo pushing. Now it's Olson at the post, setting in, down on the left block. Left shot up and down is no good. Offensive rebound's going to be taken down by Olson. 3 ball on the way from Anderson is no good. Another offensive board for the Wildcats. Setting it back up is the white and red. 3 from the corner is Anderson. That's going to be no good. And going for the offensive board, we're going to get a foul call. I believe that's going to be on Fred Rosequist. Going to be his first personal foul here in the action. So 2 team fouls already now for Frankfort, a team that 2 in itself compared to Doniphan West is young. 1 senior on this roster will be the Xander Hall, substitute bench player that comes in sparingly. But other than that, sophomores, freshmen, and a few juniors first in there for a young Ben Steinlage coach team. There's a turnover still away by Tyler Smith. Ty Smith gets the steal now. Frankfort offensively, Anderson's going to run the point. Of course, the freshman now just getting back a couple weeks ago in a game against Hanover. He comes in, first shot up and down. The smooth shooting freshman gets his first 2 to go. Talk about this Frankfort team. They come in with a 1-10 record, but a lot of close games. Of course, that 3-point loss to Doniphan West. Then the following 3 days later, only a 6-point loss to number 1 ranked Hanover Wildcats, a game in which I was at, and Frankfort led about 70% of that contest. So you can see them getting better as they go. They just doesn't have as much luck here in the tournament. First time out is going to be called by Frankfort. We're going to take it with them. 4-0 is our score.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Max Blasky back here in Washington. 4-0 is our score as we play first quarter action here between the Doniphan West Mustangs and the Frankfort Wildcats. 2 teams that come in that haven't met quite expectations as they were expecting first time watching this Doniphan West team, but an evenly matched team in it as it was. Of course, evident by that score a couple weeks ago that 4-point victory for Doniphan West. Here, Frankfort has come out. They've put up a lot of shots. They like to do that. A perimeter-oriented team that likes to get out and run, get up shots, and use their athleticism to offensive rebound. There's a nice little pass inside. Shot's going to be missed, though, from Everly as he can't get his first shot of the night to go for Doniphan West. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Anderson. Inside to Olsen on the left block. There's a kick-out three. Smith, he drains that one by Smith. His first triple here of the evening as Frankfort holds the 10-0 advantage early on. Frankfort in the 2-3 matchup zone here. They go inside now, does Doniphan West into Albers down low. Biggest player on the court, probably standing about 6 foot there. Freshman, lengthy player down in the post. Trouble with him. Has to kick it back out as Doniphan West resets offensively. Good defense here by the Wildcats early on. Sticking hands out in passing lanes. No deflections yet, no turnovers, but I'm sure by their defensive intensity, we'll have some here called later on. In the corner, that's going to be Penny working it one-on-one. He's going to drive baseline, but step out of bounds. Good defense there by Smith, who just hit the three on the offensive end moments ago. Defensively forcing Peterson down along the baseline and out of bounds. Already 3 early turnovers for the Mustangs of Doniphan West. A double screen now. There goes Anderson. Free throw line extended. Shot's going to be long. Board's going to be pulled down by Jessic. He's going to push it up near side here to Penny. Neither of these teams will go very deep in their bench. Haven't got a chance to see Doniphan West play yet today, but was looking at their stat board the other night. Only went 7, and that one player only played in the fourth quarter. So probably these 5 for Doniphan West. Frankfort's going to be about the same. There's an offensive rebound pulled down by Penny. Gives it off there at the block. Albers can't hit from about 7 feet away. Frankfort comes away with it. Anderson's going to push the tempo down the left side. Decide to pull him back out. Now here comes Smith. Olsen tops the key against this man-to-man defense of Doniphan West. And we're going to have a charge down low. I believe that might be here on Carter Olsen as he went barreling through the lane. It is going to be a personal foul. That's going to be the first on the sophomore. First substitution for the Wildcats. Porter Colvin will come in, the freshman. He's going to check out Carter Olsen. He will, yes. Olsen picks up his first personal and takes a seat to the bench. Man-to-man defense now for the Wildcats as they hold the 7-0 advantage. Just rolled under the 3:30 mark here in the first quarter. There's a nice little baseline drive from Everly. He's going to be kicked back out, though, is stomped nicely by Colvin. Right side it is. Ball in the hands of Jessic as he looks to work against this defense. 3 from straight away. He's going to be off the mark from Penny. Offensive rebound. Fought for in the corner. 2 Doniphan West players, 2 Frankfort players. We're going to call it Frankfort ball off of the ricochet. Substitution now again for the Wildcats. Xander Hall, number 52, the lone senior on this roster, will check in. Stepping out now will be Lane Loizo, the sophomore. As we're going to have a turnover. Wasn't looking on the baseline. Hall was going to inbound it there to Anderson, and it's a turnover. I believe he probably just stepped on the out-of-bounds lines. Doniphan West offensively here. Frankfort's going to hold the 7-point advantage, though, as we play third quarter action. There's a steal up top now by Colvin, and as he's going to push the line. Sophomore gets a nice little steal here, almost travels top of the key, and he does, unfortunately. The freshman got the steal for the Wildcats, but turned it right back over towards Doniphan West. Coach David Johnson for the Mustangs. Not too pleased with his team so far here offensively, as they have yet to find the board or a mark from the floor. Only have got up about 4 shots against this Frankfort defense. So give credit where credit is due to for these Wildcats looking to improve off this 1-win season. And, of course, the 1 win for the Mustangs against this Frankfort team. So maybe some extra motivation for the Wildcats. There's a little floater along the baseline from Everly. He can't get that one to fall. Coming out of it with the pack is going to be Colvin again. He gets it off towards Thompson Keith Smith as he works right wing, swings it over to Anderson. They're looking to get it to Hall into the post. Screen and roll with Anderson and Hall into the corner. That's going to be Colvin. He's going to cross-court skip it. Now top the key. It goes Smith. Smith's going to pull up from about the free throw line. No good, but offensive rebound pulled down in there by Fred Rosequist, the freshman. That's going to be stolen away, though, by Doniphan West after a little discommunication foul. And one opportunity is going to go up and down. That's going to be Hudson Penny getting his first bucket here of the evening. Porter Colvin. Colvin's going to pick up his first personal foul now, as that's already 4 personal fouls on the team for Frankfort. Hall's going to step out now, as coming back into the contest will be Loizo. Stepping to the line, looking to finish off this one-on-one opportunity. Penny does 1 for 1 for the strike. Frankfort leading 7-3 as we play 2-minute action here in this first quarter. Anderson pushing the tempo baseline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Turnover Frankfort, as he was looking to hit Rosequist there on that left block. Sloppy play here from both teams going on. Frankfort getting a few more shots up than Doniphan West here early on, but the defense has been the story from the Wildcats right in front of us. As I say that, there's a steal by Anderson. Anderson's got a 2-on-1 with Colvin. He's going to pass it off to Colvin. Up the right side, up and good. Porter Colvin, freshman, with his first 2 buckets here on the evening as Frankfort regains their 6-point advantage as we play first quarter action. Coming across the timeline, that will be Peterson. Down into the block, stopped by Colvin. 3 ball's going to be on the way. Isaac Idle comes into the game. First action for the freshman off the bench for the Mustangs. He can't get that one to fall. Rebound's going to be pulled down, and our first foul on Doniphan West is going to be called. Michael Albers, the freshman, will pick it up. Now Idle will check it back out of the game as Hudson Penny steps back in for his replacement. So only 6 players probably going to play for the Doniphan West Mustangs here today. About the same for Frankfort. We'll go 7 deep. Actually, we'll go 8 deep now, as into the game is number 15, Max Studer, the freshman. There's a charge there again. I think that's going to be on Anderson, as he was working a little pick and roll and popped the key with Loizo. Now we're going to actually have a moving screen on that foul to see what's going to be on. So that's actually going to go on Fred Rosequist. He's going to pick up his second personal foul. Substitution coming in now. Olsen will check in Rosequist, as he will most likely take a seat on the bench for the rest of this half. 1:12 left to play. Hanover leading it by 6 here as we play first quarter action in this consolation matchup between number 12 seeded Doniphan West and number 13 seeded Frankfort Wildcats. This Frankfort team last year went 15-7, but did lose quite a bit to graduation. So a younger team here learning how to play at the tournament. There's a 3 on the way, top the key from Everly. Offensive rebound's going to be pulled down by Doniphan West as they get a second opportunity on this possession. Good fight down low for Michael Albers as he saved it for the Mustangs. Nice little runner into the lane. That's going to be Hudson Tinney as he has all 5 points for the Mustangs here. We play first quarter action. 33 seconds left. Anderson top the key, running pick and roll. Finally gets it off to Colvin. Colvin goes into the lane. Nice little jump stop. Picks it out. Olsen's going to try a 3 from straight on. That's going to rattle off. It's going to go off the hands of Frankfort and go back towards Doniphan West. So a good-looking shot there from Frankfort. Just couldn't find the mark from deep as Doniphan West looks to cut into this 4-point deficit here. As we play, just rolled under 18 seconds left to play first quarter action. Doniphan West will hold for the last shot, top the key. That's going to be Everly with it. Running a little screen in the middle between Peterson. That's going to go out of bounds off Doniphan West. So a gift now towards the Wildcats as Doniphan West turns it over with 7 seconds left to play. Ty Smith's going to come into the game. Lone 3 for Frankfort. He's going to check out Studer. A little shooting on the court here for the last 7. Top of the key, it's Olsen going to work one-on-one. Now gives it off to Smith. Hits Colvin right corner. 3 ball on the way. That's going to be off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound, though, taken up. And after the buzzer, no good. Frankfort holds the 4-point advantage as we go into second quarter action.
Quality healthcare dedicated to your satisfaction. That's the standard of the Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic. Your choice for quality care right where you live. Doctors Roger and Linda Warren and nurse practitioners Aubrey Schaefer and Jada Edgar offer general hospital and surgery services, home health, swing beds, and long-term care. Hanover Hospital and the Warren Clinic, your choice for quality health care right where you live.
Kuhlman Implement and Hardware is your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Kuhlman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Max Lasky with you back here in Washington. 9-5 is our score as we start second quarter action between Frankfort and Doniphan West. 3-ball on the way from the Mustangs in the corner. That's going to be Jessic not being able to find the range from deep, and it's going to go out of bounds off Doniphan West. Foul is actually going to be called there on the Mustangs going for the offensive rebound. That's going to be Cooper Everly picking up his first personal foul. Only second for the Mustangs. Frankfort as a team, though, has 5 team fouls, so something to watch here as this game progresses along. 3-ball on the way, top of the key. Porter Colvin, the freshman, making it rain from deep. That's going to give Frankfort the 12-5 lead. Here's a steal near side here. Ty Smith about got that one, goes diving down in front of us. Isn't going to be able to save it, but good hustle there from the sophomore. 12-5 is our score as we hit the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's going to be 3-ball. Nope, thought about on the way here from Denny. He's actually going to kick it out. Now we're going to try a right side 3, high arcing 3 from Everly. No good. Board pulled down now by Loizo. Olsen's going to push, bring it across the timeline now. Kicks it off to Colvin, who just smoked the 3. Going to give it back now to Olsen. Here's going to be Smith working to get in the paint as Frankfort goes 5 out. Nice little take up and under, but not being able to finish. That one will be Lane Loizo. This crafty little move from the sophomore on the right block got him right to the rim, but just can't quite finish that one. Turnover, Doniphan West is getting a hand on it there. Was Colvin knocked it off a Doniphan West player, so back we go offensively for Frankfort. Working left to right here are the Wildcats. Doniphan West works right. Frankfurt's working left to right, Doniphan West right to left as we look at it. They go inside now towards Loizo. Loizo working on that left block, gives it off to Anderson. Oh, up and under. That one went about 45% of the way down, but the freshman can't find his mark from 2 feet. Quickly into the lane, nice little up and under there from Penny. He can't get that one to finish over contact. No foul call. Back the other way goes Frankfort as they push the tempo. Top of the key, that's going to be Olsen tying up a 3. He's going to hit it. Carter Olsen with his first triple here of the afternoon as Frankfort has had 3 threes in this contest and are leading by 10. Straight man-to-man again here for Frankfort. Ben Steinlage coaching his boys up in front of his own bench here as we look at it in Washington. Another great night here for basketball. Of course, if you're trying to catch some other games coming up, it will be Clifton Clyde versus Axel coming up here about 6 o'clock. And then about 7:30, we are slated for Blue Valley versus Hanover as we are playing boys semifinal action over here in Washington for the Twin Valley League tournament. Substitution now for the Wildcats. First action tonight for Trent Harden. The sophomore will step in. Studer will also check in Olsen and Anderson as they take a seat. Doniphan West underneath their own basket. Nice little box offensive set. Swings it up top. That's going to be Everly looking to get this offense going. Swings it over here. Penny gets into the line. There's a nice little pump fake as Frankfurt's jumping. Doniphan West is just missing. And a good box out there down low. Trent Harden is going to draw the offensive foul on Michael Albers. The freshman for the Mustangs is going to pick up now his second personal foul as he will check out. Back into the ball game will be idle. Frankfort leading 15-5 as we just rolled under 5:30 left to play here. Second quarter action. Frankfort in their 5-out set like to do a nice little screen away action. This team likes to get out and run, likes to get those threes up, likes to get a lot of shots every possession. There's going to be a turnover there as Colvin can't find the mark as he was trying to find Loizo on that left block. 3-ball on the way, top of the key. Doniphan West is going to be short, board pulled down by Loizo. Quickly here it is that's Smith looking to get some help inside the lane. That's Loizo. Nice little floater from about 3 feet outside. Lane Loizo now with 4 points here in this contest as he extends this Frankfort advantage. Peterson looking at the top of the key. Doniphan West has not scored yet here in this quarter. We've played about 4 minutes in the second as we set right now. Frankfort defense has been stymied, has held Doniphan West to one shot. There's a three ball on the way. That's going to be no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Harden. Second board now for the sophomore. The other way in the corner, that's Studer's going to quickly swing it around the top of the key into the lane. There goes Smith. He can't get the floater to go. Back comes Doniphan West. 3-on-1 opportunity or break for Doniphan West. Pulls it out, though. Three top of the key is going to be off the right side of the rim. And another rebound for Trent Harden. Nice little cross-court pass. Finds Porter Colvin all alone. Can't find the bunny, though. Lane Loizo had the offensive rebound. Can't finish it as we go right back now. Doniphan West offensively. Fast-moving action here. Second quarter. Another three from Doniphan West, and finally that one hits the mark. Cooper Eberly hits his first triple here of the afternoon. Coach Johnson's going to want to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 17-8 here is your score.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
Max Lasky over here still in Washington. 17-8 is our score. Watching those those huddles during that timeout. Both coaches coaching them up. David Johnson for Doniphan West and Ben Steinlage for Frankfort. That's nothing less you can say about the Twin Valley League. Some great coaches and some great competition we have every night out. Frankfort offensively having a little trouble. They will turn it over. Penny's going to get the run out for the Mustangs as he decides to kick it back out. First points just moments ago in the second quarter for Doniphan West as they're looking for another one. Shot from the short block from Jensick is going to be no good. Board pulled down Frankfort. That was, believe, Landerson getting his line in there. Yep, turnover on the other side offensively, though, as Anderson couldn't quite handle the pick-and-roll opportunity there. Empty trip for the Wildcats as Doniphan West will have a chance now to hit double digits. 17-8 is our score as we set second quarter action. Top of the key, that's going to be Peterson looking to get something going. Doniphan West likes to run this 5-out offense just the same as Frankfort does. Back you down with the big guards and maybe get some shots up. But Doniphan West, especially tonight, just not having the range from deep. Speaking of that, there's going to be a three ball on the way off the front of the rim. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Smith, and he's going to hold it up. Quick outlet to Studer, top of the key. Now we're going to go all the way towards the other end of the court, into the lane, and running little floater. Trent Harden's going to be fouled. They're going to go towards the line with an opportunity to make them count from the strike. Fourth team foul for Doniphan West. 16 fouls already for Frankfort, as that's one's going to be on Jensick. He's going to pick up his first, the lone senior on this Doniphan West roster. First free throw is up and good for Trent Harden. First time getting in the scorebook here tonight for the sophomore, as he extends this up to a 10-point advantage for the Wildcats. Two dribbles with the right hand, a deep knee bend. Shot's going to be up and good. 2 for 2 here from the line, as that's Frankfort's first two free throws here of this afternoon's contest. They've already hit 3 threes here to get them out to this 19-8 lead. Top of the key, that's going to be Idle, looking to get something going for the Mustangs. Runs a little handoff screen there with Jensick. Still 5 out, still man-to-man for Frankfort. Had a cutter down low, but will not pass it there. Peterson's going to look for a three from the left wing. He's going to get off the board. No good. Smith pulls down the board. Smith's going to push it up here right side, going one-on-one against Peterson. Smartly gives it off to Anderson, top the key. Little floater. No good offensive rebound, though. Wes Anderson up, and he's going to be fouled, though. Freshman's going to go now towards the line with a chance to get 2 free ones from the strike. We're going to have a foul on Doniphan West on that shot, so 5 now for the Mustangs. Personal foul will be on Penny. That will be his first. First free throw up and smooth for the smooth shooting Wes Anderson. Now scored in both quarters as we set. 2 dribbles with the right hand. A nice little deep bend again, and that one's not going to be able to connect. He's going to go 1 for 2 here from the line, but Frankfort still holding the 12-point advantage. 20-8 is our score as we set on it. 3 ball on the way here right in front of us from Penny. No good offensive rebound. Going to be taken out by Rosequist, but a big block there. Les Anderson coming off the left block all the way across the lane. Going to erase that one for the Wildcats. Smith the other way. Nice little floater by Smith. Gets his first 2 to go up and down. Had a 3 there in the first quarter. First 2-point deuce for the Wildcats. Thought about the shot again. Nice little up and under, though. Pretty move from Hudson Finney, as he has been the story here this afternoon for Doniphan West. 7 points of their 10 in this contest. The sophomore has been who the Mustangs go to offensively. Frankfort's going to go down into Loizo on the left block. We're going to have a blocking foul out top, I believe. It will be called out on Doniphan West. Colton Peterson's going to pick up his first personal foul. Substitution now as Colvin checks in for Studer. And Brock Armstrong now is going to check in for Trent Harden. So first action for the junior Brock Armstrong here in this afternoon's contest. That's going to be 16 fouls for Doniphan West. 1 more, and Frankfort will be shooting. Baseline in mind, that's going to be Armstrong being your trigger man. Throws it into Smith at the elbow. Anderson's just going to step right in, or excuse me, that was Armstrong stepping right in, but he can't get the short bunny to go. 1 and done for Frankfort. Just rolled under 1 minute left to play here, and second quarter action. Good hands off the key by Porter Colvin as he's going to force a turnover. It's going to be a jump ball and go over towards Frankfort. Good hands here near side from the freshman as the Wildcats will get an opportunity here with a minute left in the second quarter to extend their 22-10 lead. Smith will run point for the Wildcats. We're going to go 4 out, 1 in. Your 1 in will be Lane Loizo set at the left block. That's going to be a travel there. Has thought about getting tripped, but turnover. Frankfort will be the call. Still 49 seconds left to play here as back-to-back turnovers have slowed us down just a hair here. Of course, coming up after this game, we'll have halftime here in just a little bit. But after this done, keep it close for Clifton Klein versus Axel. That one's set to tip just about 6 o'clock. I'd say we're pretty close towards that mark. So if you're looking for either one of the Eagles teams, keep it right here to KNDY 95.5. Of course, online at sunflowerstateradio.com and in the KNDY mobile app. 20 seconds left to play. Doniphan West with the ball. Frankfort playing man-to-man. We're going to go high ball screen now between Peterson and Jasek. He's not going to be able to get anything to go. 10 with it on the clock. Peterson still with the ball in his hands. Pump fake in the lane. Shot's going to be no good. Rebound's going to be taken down by Eberly. He's going to be stopped at the bottom of the lane. Guys, stop there from Loizo. Shot's going to be no good from full court, and that's going to take us to half. 22-10 is our score as Frankfort leads Doniphan West here in consolation action at the TVL tournament.
3, 2, 1.
Did the new year bring new devices in your home? You might want to increase your internet speed. If you up your speed this month, you get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months to kick off 2023. New Blue Valley Internet customers also get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard all year round to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source for propane, lubricants, and extreme diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family. Don't wait for winter to set in. Get that propane tank filled today by calling the winning team at Sapp Brothers Petroleum. Still proudly serving all of Nebraska and the Hanover community, Sapp Brothers is proud to announce their newest location in Blue Rapids. That's Sapp Brothers Petroleum, servicing your residential and farming to commercial and industrial needs.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Do you know the total value of your personal possessions? On a quick guess, you probably would underestimate considerably. Your independent state auto insurance agent can help you estimate the value of the items you own so you can maintain coverage in case they're lost, stolen, or destroyed. Making sure you're adequately covered is one of his biggest responsibilities.
Talk to your independent state auto agent Justin Dragiston in Washington at 325-2263 or in Concordia at 243-3436.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn in Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
You don't ask that much from your propane provider. Just the basics. Competitive pricing, quick delivery, reliable service. And if there's an emergency, the assurance that you won't be left out in the cold. You get all of that from Wanklin Oil. If you're not getting what you want from your current propane dealer, call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Jared, Dennis, or Zach will make the transition easy. It's not a hassle. Wanklin Oil is covering more of Northeast Kansas and can get to you right away. Wanklin Oil, 1-800-794-2019. We've had the energy since 1926.
Max Blasky back with you here in Washington as the Frankfort Wildcats lead the Doniphan West Mustangs 22-10. A matchup of a game a couple weeks ago, one in which Doniphan West was able to prevail in that one, 34-31. Their lone win on the season. Frankfort comes in with 1-10 as well, looking for their second win here. Led in scoring was Doniphan West, starting with the Mustangs. 7 points from Hudson Penny, and he was the story. Only other player to score in that contest. Cooper Everly hit a 3-pointer midway there in the second quarter, but not much going offensively for Doniphan West. On the other hand, though, Frankfort Wildcats sharing the ball pretty good. All starters scored besides Fred Rosequist, who got 2 early fouls, went to the bench there in the first quarter, but 5 points from Ty Smith, 4 points from Lane Loizo, 3 points from Wes Anderson, as well as from Carter Olson. And then off the bench, a nice little spark. Porter Colvin hit a 3 there late in the second quarter, had 5 to total off, and Trent Harden went 2 for 2 from the line for 2 points. Frankfort led 9-5 at the end of the first quarter, now leads 22-10 as we set here at halftime action. We're going to take another timeout, come back and look at how the bracket is shaping out to be, give you some updates on tomorrow's times and scheduling. Let's keep it right here as we'll have second half action coming up in just a little bit.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff of Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it the most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. They know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and now Humboldt, Nebraska.
Both teams getting warmed up in front of us for our second game here tonight. That will be between the number 1 seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles and the number 4 seeded Axtell Eagles. Battle of the Eagles here in Washington. Of course, Clifton Clyde able to get to this semifinal game with a 70-38 victory over Valley Heights last Monday. Axtell had to play 2 games. They defeated this Frankfort team 59-35 last Saturday and then held off Troy 53-45 there Monday evening. Of course, after them, we will have a rematch of a regular season game between the Blue Valley Rams, the 2 seed here in the tournament, and the 6 seeded Hanover Wildcats. They met way back here. Let me see if I can find it in my little notes. Blue Valley went up to Hanover first part of the year and gave the Wildcats a loss on their record back on December 13th. Blue Valley went to Hanover and defeated the Wildcats 64-48. So a good game coming up there. We're going to take one more time out, bring you back second half action as both Frankfort and Doniphan West are coming back out onto the court. 22-10 is our score in this consolation matchup.
Give your child a foundation in cheer, dance, or tumbling with Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio in Seneca. From ages 18 months to 18 years, kids can participate in recreational dance, cheer, and tumbling. Little Steps also offers a national title holding competition dance and cheer program. Little Steps is a proud supporter of all area student athletes. To be a part of the Little Steps fun, visit littlestepsdance.com or visit their Facebook page anytime.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Max Blonsky with you back here. Second half action about ready to get underway. Of course, right now on AM 1570, FM 94.1. Swing on over. 5 o'clock news block is all your news, weather, and sports, as well as funeral announcements for everything going on around in the KNDY listening area. Going to take a look here at tomorrow's schedule. Of course, it is Championship Saturday tomorrow with the consolation game. Consolation game scheduled at 4 with girls championship at 6, boys at 7:30. I talked to athletic director over here in Washington, Bobby Smith, earlier today. They are going to shorten consolation games tomorrow with the chance of weather. So more than likely the third and fourth place games that will be played at 4 o'clock will start around 3:15, maybe even sooner than that, hoping to get people in and out without any trouble. Of course, hopefully just the weather stays away and we won't have any problems. But if you are planning on swinging over here, looking at the matchups, that's going to be the Hanover Girls versus the Doniphan West Mustangs in your championship game, and the Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles versus the Washington County Lady Tigers in the third place game. So we'll keep you posted with any updates, of course, as we go on here tonight. Got 2 more games this evening. Things might change. You just never know. But, of course, keep it tuned right here to KNDY 95.5 for any updates. And, of course, check out TVL Spotlight, a contribution of Jeff Wirtz over there. Great job he does, keeping all of us informed with stats, scores, and stories around the TVL. Here in second half action, 22-10 is our score as Frankfort's leading. First shot's going to be up for Doniphan West. No good, though. No dice as pulling down that board for Frankfort will be Lane Loiseau, but I think Loiseau is going to pick up a foul on that one. No, I think they're just going to call it out of bounds off of Frankfort. So Doniphan West will keep their possession here. They're going to go flat across the baseline, run a little screen. Nice little shot there from the corner from Eberly. He can't get that one to fall down. Loiseau pulls down the board, but cannot find Olsen on the outlet. It's going to be turnover Frankfort, because now Doniphan West has had back-to-back possessions to start this second half. Top of the key, it will be Peterson running this offense. Of course, Hudson Penny was the story in the first half. He only had 7 points, but 7 of Doniphan West, 10 points there in that first half. That is the score if you are the Mustang. Travel out top of their way, and it's going to be a turnover. Brody Jessic can't quite keep those happy feet from moving. Frankfort's going to hold possession. Doniphan West is going to pull out now, straight man-to-man, full court pressures. We set 90 feet away from the basket. Frankfort looking to break it, and they do get it to Anderson, middle of the floor. Anderson looking for Olsen. Olsen is now Frankfort offensively setting right in front of us. There's a shot and one. Nice play. Lane Loiseau on the block, a slow developing shot as he got that one up on the board. Rolled all the way around and tore the ball down, but nonetheless, points going to go down for Lane Loiseau. It's going to be same starting 5 for both of these teams as Loiseau can't find the mark from the free throw line for that one. Foul's going to be on Jessic of Doniphan West, the lone senior for the Mustangs now with 2 fouls, no points in this contest. Top of the key, that's Penny looking to get into the lane, does, but decides to smartly kick it out against this taller defense here for Frankfort. Doniphan West running their 4 out, 1 in offense, trying to get their guards in motion. Talked about it in the first half. Both of these teams like to run this 4 out, maybe even 5 out at times. Use their guards and use their speed to get some easy points. Inside the lane, that is Penny with a shot, but he can't get that one to go down. Pulling down the board will be Fred Rosequist, who had sparing minutes there in the first half, unfortunately, due to foul trouble, but out there again in the second. Picking up his third personal foul will be Jessic, as he just got back-to-back fouls. That's going to be a charge. Oh, we're going to call a block on Wes Anderson down on the bottom from across the court. And I thought it should look like a charge. The foul's going to be put on Doniphan West. Hudson Penny now will pick up his second, as that's already 4 quick personal fouls now for Doniphan West as we just started second half action. Loiseau will be the inbounder. Triggerman throws it across court underneath their own basket, gets it off to Smith. Smith having trouble with it. We're going to have a foul after he lost it. Picked his pocket with Colton Peterson, who stole that one away. Smith just ran him over to avoid the fast break opportunity. Got to let a few patrons pass in front of the stage here. 24-10 is our score as we play 6:22 left to play here. Third quarter action, only game going on right now in the top side of the bracket. Of course, we'll start here with semifinal action just at the conclusion of this one after a little warm-up for both the Clifton Clyde Eagles and Axel Eagles. There's a nice little runner offensively for Brody Jessic. He's going to get his first 2 points here of the contest. Now Doniphan West keeps ratcheting up that pressure. All the way it goes. Nice pass there to Rosequist as the freshman gets into the lane with saying nice pass. Ty Smith ran that point all the way down the floor, coast to coast on that one. Dumped it off. A nice little shovel pass for the left-handed layup. Into the line. There goes Penny. He's going to be fouled. A smart play on that one. Put up his arms. And we're going to have a injured player down on the ground. Looks like Ty Smith probably rolled that right ankle. We're going to take a timeout, though, as he runs to the bench. You're listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces. And at the warehouse, they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty.
Ty Smith able to walk off the court under his own power. Wasn't any question on that. Just rolled his ankle. Penny went 1 for 1, 1 for 2 from the line. Quickly the other way, Frankfort goes. Olsen's in the step now to the line with a chance to put in 2 from the free throw strike. So Ty Smith, the sophomore, rolled his ankle moments ago on the defensive side. Looks like he's readjusting that ankle brace. Hopefully be out there here for second half. Don't want that puppy to swell up. Carter Olsen can't find the mark from the free throw strike as he's now 0 for 1 from that mark. Foul on Doniphan West will be on Albers. It's going to be his third, as now Olsen goes 1 for 2 from the strike. 27-13 is our score. 5:30 left to play here. Third quarter action. Penny goes left baseline, met by a group of Frankfort players. Nice little floater, though, a nice little find there. Cooper Eberly gets his second bucket here of the afternoon to go. Anderson's going to run point. Smartly gets it out to Olsen, top of the key, kicks it out to Colvin. Left side as the freshman checked in for Smith when he went out with his injury. Olsen's going to try a 3 from the corner. That's going to be short off the board. Offensive rebound, left block. Wes Anderson, he goes up, but he's going to be fouled. That's going to go on Michael Albers, I bet. The freshman's going to pick up his 4th personal, as now freshman Wes Anderson will step to the stripe with a chance to go 2 for 2 from the line. And I think we have a player with a little bit of a scratch there on his right side as he's bleeding. That will be Colton Peterson for Doniphan West. He's going to step out. Isaac Idle will check in for him. So, of course, if you're checking for the 5 o'clock news block, swing on over to AM 1570 or FM 94.1. Sticking on right now here, Max Blasky with you in Washington as Frankfort is leading 28-15 against Doniphan County in this consolation matchup. Wes Anderson's first free throw was up and good. The freshman now 2 for 3 from the line here. Foul on the defensive side was on Albers. That's going to be 4 personal fouls for Doniphan West. Second free throw barely rolls over. Up and good for Anderson. That's going to bring a timeout. We'll take it with them. 29-15 is our score as Frankfort's leading Doniphan West.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Astro. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Frankfort leading Doniphan West, 29-15 is our score here at the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Frankfort held the 22-10 advantage coming out of half for Doniphan West. It has been Hudson Penny has been mainly the scoring. He's got 8 points, but already in this quarter, Brady Jessic has 2 off a nice little dish from Everly, who also has a bucket himself. Got figuring out the situation over here. Of course, player there for Doniphan West had a little blood on the hand. We got that one figured out, and back to action. Here we go. Frankfort's going to move here now into a little bit of a... Now they're going to go man-to-man here. 3 ball on the way from Jessic. That's going to be no good. Board's going to be pulled down strongly there by Rosequist. As quickly the other way, here we go. We're going to have a substitution. I think it was middle of the play. We're going to have a little confusion here. We'll get this figured out, though. Substitution happening as there was a player come in for Doniphan West. That was Peterson getting back in, player who was bleeding just a little bit, now back into the ball game. Third quarter action slowed down here a little bit after a first-moving first half. 4:40 is where we sit here. Frankfort still leading 29-15. That's going to be Olsen down along the post. A nice little up and under. Lane Loizo, the sophomore, with a nice little post move as he now has 8 here in the contest. Extended this lead now up 31-15 for the Wildcats. Right side, that's going to be Everly looking to get something going for Doniphan West as they have not been able to find the mark here from the floor in this contest, setting only at 15 points. Of course, a team that doesn't necessarily score a whole terribly lot. Doniphan West comes in only scoring 33 points a game. Frankfort setting at 37. So some lower scoring teams we have here, but a good contest nonetheless. Taking a seat will be Rosequest. He's going to take a seat now on the benches back into the game. Trent Harden's going to get some playing time here now. There goes Colvin into the lane. Nice little kick out. Is going to find Harden on the right wing. Thought about a three, but stops at the baseline. Finds a good cutter. There is Lane Loiseau again right underneath the basket. Has made a living here in this contest. So impressed about here. This Frankfort team is most of the players can score from just about anywhere on the court. 33-15, 3 minutes left to play. Deep three from straight on is going to be no good from Everly. Board's going to be pulled down on the block by Jessic. Offensive board again for Doniphan West. Scrum for the floor, and finally Loiseau comes out of it there for the Wildcats. Olsen's going to push the pace now as he crosses over, gets into the lane. We're going to have a foul. Going to be bailed out, though, as Coach Ben Steinlage gives him a little coaching opportunity there. Max Studer will check in for Olsen as a substitution now. Will give the sophomore a break. Loiseau will be trigger man underneath their own basket. Finds Studer along the left block. Looks for someone. Finds Anderson top of the key. Thought about a three, but kicks out to Colvin for a three on the left wing. That's going to be an air ball. Good-looking shot. Saved, though, by Trent Harden to Lane Loiseau. Right back out to Colvin top of the key. Finds Anderson on the right wing. He's going to fire up a three. That's going to be no good, and Jessic's going to pull that board down. Jessic one dribble, finally gets it off to Doniphan West as they have a little trouble getting it up the court, but here come the Mustangs offensively. Into the lane goes Penny. He's going to get up a little floater up and good, as going towards the line now will be Colton Patterson. That's going to be his first bucket here on the afternoon, as foul's going to be called on Frankfort. Who are they going to give that one to? No one in real foul trouble. That's going to be Wes Anderson picking up his first. Lane Loiseau is going to take a seat now, as coming back into the ballgame will be Fred Rosequist. 6 team fouls for Doniphan West, as we said. Only 3 for Frankfort here in the second half. Free throw is up and good now for Colton Patterson as he finishes off the old-fashioned three-point play. Doniphan West, the full court press, easily broken by Wes Anderson, who goes one-on-one, but we're going to have a steal along the baseline. Colton Patterson pulling it away from the grips of Rosequist quickly the other way. There goes Penny. He's going to be blocked, though. Colvin gets another defensive stop, and now here comes Trent Harden. One-on-one opportunity, right-hand layup, up and good. Trent Harden, 4 points now for the sophomore in this contest, as that play got started with the block on the baseline from Colvin. Into the lane goes a nice little floater from Everly. Can't get that one to fall. Falling to his back and pulling down the board is Rosequest, as now Anderson's going to push the tempo. Anderson goes barreling down into the middle of the lane as bodies go flying. Colvin's going to end up with it left side, as Anderson's going to fire three in front of his own bench. That's going to be no good. Coming in for the board will be Rosequist. I think he's going to pick up a personal foul there. Thought there could have been 3 fouls on that possession, as both teams getting very physical here in this third quarter of action. Foul is going to be on Rosequist. The freshman will pick up now his third personal foul, as that's only 4 for the Wildcats in this second half of action. Left side three from the corner is going to be short, off the rim, no good from Eberle. Board's going to be pulled down by Studer. I believe he's going to be jumped. He is, but it's going to stay Frankfort's ball. Olsen now will check in along with Loiseau. Out will go Rosequist, and Anderson will get a break as we set at the 1:45 mark here in the third quarter as we play Frankfort leading 35-18 in this matchup between 12 and 13 seeds on this TVL Saturday. There's a turnover. Doniphan West. Jesquist gets it, gets his offensive rebound, and puts up the second try. Brody Jeske gets a steal and the bucket for Doniphan West. Trent Harden full court pass all alone down at the end of the basket is Carter Olsen, as Frankfort broke the full court press of Doniphan West with ease. Now come the Mustangs, still trailing by 17 here. 37-20 is the score. Sneaking into the lane, nice little pump fake there was Peterson. He gets it off towards the block for Eberle, but he can't find the mark from about 2 feet. Pulling that board down will be Olsen. Olsen's now going to pull run point here for the Wildcats as Doniphan West steps now into a probably a 2-3 zone. Yep, that's what we're looking like we're going to do. Frankfort getting set up, listening to instructions from Coach Ben Steinlage. Down low, that's going to be Harden. Now it's going to be Studer on the right wing. Skip pass here. Colvin's going to put up a three. That's going to be money. Porter Colvin, the freshman, with 2 triples here in this contest. 8 points off the bench have been big for the Wildcats as they now grow that lead up to 20. Top of the key, Everly thought about a three, but is going to knock down Harden now. That's going to be Trent out there. Hands it off towards Hudson Penny, who is the offense for Doniphan West in this contest. 15 seconds left to go. Frankfort needing one more stop to send this game into the fourth quarter. 7 seconds as we go. Screen and roll. That's going to be Peterson attacking right. 3 ball on the way is going to be down and good from Cooper Eberly as time expires. 40-23 is our score as we go into fourth quarter action here in the TVL tournament.
If you're worried about the shape your smile is in or suffer with tooth pain, you need to visit Gray Family Dental in Marysville. The staff at Gray Family Dental will stop the pain and make your smile look like new again. Dr. Gray offers a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, and cosmetic procedures, and regular hygiene services to keep your teeth and gums in great shape. Call 562-5323 for your appointment today. Gray Family Dental, just a south block of Broadway on 8th Street. Your smile is their priority.
Earning and keeping your business is the top priority at Oldie Tractor Repair in Lynn. Their professionally trained technicians have a tremendous amount of experience with all types of farm equipment. They service all brands of tractors, combines, and forage equipment, especially John Deere. They work on diesel truck engines, clutches, transmissions, differentials, and brakes. Call Oldie Tractor Repair of Lynn, Kansas, serving area farmers for over 26 years.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Max Wansky still with you here in Washington as fourth quarter action just getting underway between Frankfort and Doniphan West. Two teams that come in with only one win apiece for them each side. The lone win for Doniphan West coming back on the 3rd of January against this Frankfort team. Frankfort getting their lone win on the 9th of December, a 1-point win over Northern Heights. So both coaches looking to use a little momentum here in the tournament to hopefully get the second half of the season started. Into the lane, it's going to be Jess Kick. He's going to kick it off. Nice little floater in the lane. There's Hudson Penny. That's going to be his first bucket here of the fourth quarter. As now Doniphan West full court pressure again, probably stay there the rest of the way. Olsen has a 2-on-1 opportunity, flows it up to Loizo. Loizo on the left side of the block, can't get that one to fall down. Defensive board, Doniphan West. So Frankfort broke that pressure, but just not able to capitalize as they have been doing here all afternoon. 3 ball on the way from Penny. That's going to be no good, and Olsen will pull down the board. Olsen's now going to run point, going to look to go coast to coast, and we're going to have a charge going the other way. Setting up to take that one, there was Hudson Penny as he took quite a shot. He's coming back the other end of the court holding that chest. Carter Olsen, not a small man by any means, did lower that shoulder a little bit and give him a little huff there. So Penny will take a seat. Substitution in will be Idle. 40-25 is our score. 7 minutes left to play here. Fourth quarter. Doniphan West has the one lone basket in this fourth quarter. Of course, just started. Carter Olsen, full court pass to Porter Colvin. I don't know how he saw that one. I saw that one from the side. But Olsen makes up for that charge goal, finds a streak, and Colvin is now the freshman off the bench in double digits. There's a steal here, Wes Anderson. He's going to have a one-on-one on the left side, one-on-one. Nice little Euro step up through floater, down and good. Not much there Cooper Eberly could do, and that's going to force David Johnson to take a timeout for Doniphan West. We'll take it with him as Frankfort's leading 44-25.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Max Wlasky back with you here in Washington as the Frankfort Wildcats have led this one from the start, leading here in fourth quarter action 44-25, as Doniphan West has just not found a bucket in that first half, especially. Only had 15 at the end of halftime. Ended up erupting there for 13 in the third quarter, but it might be a little bit too late as Frankfort has grown this lead pretty high. Good defense, too, has been the key for the Wildcats, as there's almost a near steal topside by Loizo into the lane. A little floater is going to be no good. Rosequist going to pull down that board. Going to give it off to Anderson as now the Wildcats look to run a little clock. Still straight man-to-man as Doniphan West changes it back up, finds a hot hoot shooting Porter Colvin on the left side. That one's going to be just off the rim. No good. Board's going to be pulled down by Albers. Pace still continuing to go fast as those of these teams like to get up and down the court and have done so far here that just this afternoon. Stopped along the Broncos dress clips as he's going to find Peterson top of the key now. Around the horn it goes for Doniphan West. Is good defense by Frankfort. A little floater by Penny. I think he kind of forced that one up a little bit. We're going to get a foul called, so that will send the sophomore to the line here, where he is 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Is really their offensive power and has been. Had 7 points there in the first half. 7 of Doniphan West's 10. Free throw is up and clean for Penny, as he now has 11 here in this contest. That foul for Frankfort is going to be on Wes Anderson. That's going to be the freshman's third, 7th team foul for Frankfort. Second free throw up and no good for Penny. So 44-26 is still where we set. 5:26 left to play. Of course, coming up just after this game, tip set for 6 o'clock will be the battle between the Eagles. Clifton Clyde and Axtell will battle. Then after that, 7:30, it will be Blue Valley versus Hanover in boys semifinal action over here in Washington County. Frankfort can't get anything to fall offensively. We're going to have a scrum for the ball. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to send on over towards Doniphan Westway. Looking at tomorrow's schedule, too, we'll be back over here. Consolation matchups are set to tip off about 4 o'clock, but talk to athletic director over here in Washington, Bobby Smith. Chance those get moved up a little bit. They're trying and run through the consolation games early on in the day. So the third and fourth place games for both the boys and girls are scheduled for 4 o'clock, but those might be moved up about 3:30, maybe even possibly 3 o'clock. So if you're planning on coming over here, just keep an eye on what the weather does. And, of course, everyone, please travel safe if you're coming over here tomorrow. Chance of some snow coming in. Of course, always hope it'll just stay away. 44-23 is our score here as Frankfort has led this one from the tip. Penny's going to try a three from the left corner. That's going to be no good. Big board pulled down by Lane Loizo. He has been a man on the mission here down low this afternoon. Cross-court pass to Olsen as he kicks Rosecliff down low. Anderson's going to fire up the three from the top of the lane. There's Loizo getting that offensive rebound. He has been everywhere tonight, a lot of times not even in the position to get a board, but ends up finding it nonetheless. Reward the man. Lane Loizo for three. Big triple there for the sophomore. First one here in this contest is now Loizo has scored in every quarter, working on a 13-point game now. Into the lane, there goes Penny. He's going to fake, no good. Colvin's going to pull down that defensive board. One and done once again for Doniphan West. Colvin's going to give it off to Anderson. Nice little pass. Colvin wasn't expecting it. Gave that one off to Loizo on a little give and go there, but nonetheless, Frankfort goes 1-1 again. 47-26 is our score here. Fourth quarter action between Frankfort and Doniphan West. Three thought about on the way from Eberly from the top of the key up, and then that's going to be good. He's going to actually get the 2 instead of the 3, and David Johnson's going to want to take a timeout. We'll take it with him here. Frankfort leading 47-28.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort.
FNB Washington is truly a community-minded bank. Whether providing a community room for public use, participating in local activities, or supporting our local schools, FNB Washington is glad to help wherever they are needed. An active member of the community since 1883, businesses and families have turned to an institution they know and trust. FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC. Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions, your farm and home marketing team since 1976. Let the family team of Tim, Tom, and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you in your real estate experience of selling or buying a home or farmland. Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions is experienced in providing timely, professional, and honest service. Find them on the web at olmstedrealestate.com or call today at 785-353-2210.
47-28 is our score. Just rolled under the 3:30 mark here as Frankfort looks to close this one out. Add on to their win total here on the season. Not the season that Coach Ben Steinlag has hoped for early on, as they only set 1-10. There's a nice little take from Carter Olson. So hopefully to move now towards 1-10. Of course, this team last year placed third here in this TVL tournament. Not going to have the dice here this year, as it is a new and younger team, but the team that is growing week by week. Whenever I get a chance to talk to Coach Steinwell, you always raise about how the boys are improving and getting better. 3 minutes left to go, 49-28. Anderson's going to run point out top, loses it for momentarily, gets it off the Rosequist here on the left wing. Straight man-to-man back now for Doniphan West as Frankfort will run their 4 out. We're going to have a foul down along the baseline as Anderson tried to take Penny off the dribble. It's going to be a foul now for the sophomore. Third personal foul. Should be shooting fouls for Frankfort the rest of the way, as that is 7 personals. Colvin Well now steps to the bench, him and his 10 points. Max Studer will check in. Free throw for Anderson. First one on the 1-and-1 is up and good. Going to be rewarded now with a second opportunity. 8 points now here for the freshman in this contest. Second one up and front of the rim and good. So now 9 for the freshman. Balanced scoring attack now for Frankfort. As I'm looking at the score sheet, all starters have scored, and 4 of them probably are getting close to double digits. Anderson's got 10, Loizo has over 10, and Olsen is right there setting with 8. Defensively, Frankfort gets one more stop. Anderson comes out of it there with it. Top of the key, it's going to be Studer getting into the lane. Free throw line extended. Good little pass movement. Carter Olsen for 3. No good. Board pulled down by Albers. 2 minutes left to play here as Penny drives baseline for Doniphan West, decides to kick it back out. Eberly thought about a 3, now finds Albers back inside the post. Looking to make a move here, kicks it back out to Peterson as he's going to drive right baseline against Olsen. Albers going to put up about the 7-foot shot. That's going to be no good. Board's going to be pulled down by Fred Rosequist. He's going to be fouled. That should march us on to the other line with the freshman opportunity to get 2 here from the strike. 51-28 is our score, as taking a seat will be Lane Loizo, who has had a terrific game here this afternoon. 13 points for the sophomore, and numerous rebounds, probably, I would think, close to a double-double. Don't keep track of stats there. Rosequist can't make the first free throw. Trip is empty for Frankfort, but Loizo has had a good game, come out here and played his heart out on this Friday afternoon ball game over here in Washington. Wild shot down along the line. Anderson comes up with the board, but he's going to step out of bounds, so it will stay Doniphan West away. Checking in for the Wildcats, Xander Hall now. Stepping out, Fred Rosequist. Also in for the Mustangs will be Isaac Idle. Out will be Brody Jessic. So 51-28, here is our score. 1:39 left to play as Frankfort looks to close this one out and avenge a loss from earlier on the season. Doniphan West's only win came against Frankfort early on January 3rd, and it looks like the Wildcats will avenge that one here this afternoon. Next dead ball, Frankfort will have two substitutions. Armstrong will come in, and for the first time, Jet Keller. Going into the lane is Hall. He gets his own offensive rebound. Big boy down below, tough to deal with, so he'll step to the line now with an opportunity to get in the scoring column. Foul's going to be called on Cooper Eberle there of Doniphan West. Going to be second personal for the sophomore. Hall's first shot is going to be hard off the mark. No good. So checking in now for the Wildcats will be Brock Armstrong and Jet Keller as they both step into the game. There's also 55 on the court, but I don't have a 55 on my marker, so we'll have to figure out who that is, possibly. Second free throw was no good again for Hall, so he goes 0 from the line, but the offensive board is fought for and taken down by Frankfort. They're going to inbound it underneath their own board. There goes Hall inside. He throws it out top to Keller. He can't find Hall as the inbounder steps right into the post. It's going to be a turnover Frankfort as back now comes Doniphan West. Across the timeline, here goes Eberle, gets it off to Idle, swings it across court again to Eberle, into the lane, stopped amongst the trees, kicks it out. Eberle can't find the mark. Hull's going to pull down the board, but it's going to go off his fingertips, out of bounds, going to stay on the Doniphan side of the court. 53 seconds left here to play as Frankfort looks to get a win here in the Twin Valley League tournament. Haven't been able to catch one so far here today as there's a three ball on the way. They're going to make that one. Colton Peterson's going to hit his first triple here of the afternoon as that's going to make it 6 now for the freshman. Probably hold on to the ball here. Last 33 seconds. Frankfort looking to get out of here with this victory. 51-33 is our score. Into the lane. There's Hall. He's going to get a shot up. No good. A defensive rebound is going to be pulled down again by Eberle, and now he's going to push the pace. Coming up next, of course, keep it right here as the Clifton Clyde Eagles face the place the 4-seeded Axel Eagles in what is going to be a great matchup here in a semifinal game coming up. Foul out top with 4.6 seconds left. Colton Peterson's going to put up his first one, but that now will give Max Studer a chance to get into the scoring column. So Frankfort will move on here and advance, not move on, but win this consolation matchup. First free throw for Studer is no good. Win this matchup, get a win here in the TVL tournament before they will start play next week. Of course, most TVL teams getting back into action next week, a few weeks before sub-state ball starts. It's hard to believe that spring is almost here. Second free throw is up and no good there from Keller. Board's going to be pulled down. Half-court shot almost went in, but Frankfort comes away with the victory. 51-31 is our final score. Come back with stats and scores here after just a short break.
When you start a plumbing or electrical project, make sure that you have what you need to get the job done. If you don't have everything you need, Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber can help. stocking a full line of electrical wiring, switches, boxes, and everything to the fixtures and even light bulbs. For that plumbing task, there's pipes, connectors and joints, faucets, toilets, and accessories. From an installation or remodel to a simple repair, get the plumbing and electrical supplies you need at one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Everyone deserves a beautiful home. Duzine Enterprises can give you that. With an interior designer on staff, you'll be able to choose flooring and furnishings that coordinate gorgeously with your lifestyle and personal style. Choose from a modern selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate flooring, and tile, all put in by our certified installers. Get your beautiful home today. Call Duzine Enterprises in Washington.
Circle P Processing of Waterville has processing openings available now. Their mission is to not only provide the professional meat processing their customers expect, but ensure timely and transparent service and prices. Be assured that when you bring your meat to Circle P, you are getting exactly what you brought in. Always remaining local and loyal to their customers, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Be sure to visit their website, circlepprocessing.com, for pricing and ordering information.
Turn to Cottage Hill Ag Supply in Waterville when you need to take your crops to the next level. Start with top quality channel seed complete with treatments and delivery. Precision planting equipment gives you optimum seed spacing, singulation, and depth control. Kilbro seed tenders are dependable for delivering seed to the field and planter, and Darren carries sprayer parts, fertilizer parts, and Conklin Ag products, so you have the best growing season ever. Grow your best with Cottage Hill Ag Supply.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Max Blasky with you here. First game of the afternoon is done and wrapped up. Frankfort pulling away with the victory. 51-31 is our final score. Looking at scores from that contest, Cooper Eberly led the way for Doniphan West with 10. Colton Peterson had 6. Brody Jensick also had 4, and I was misspoken. Hudson Penny actually led the way there with 11. For Frankfort, it was a very balanced offensive attack. Every starter scored, led in scoring by Lane Loizo, who had 11. 9 points also for Wes Anderson. Carter Olson pitched in 8. Ty Smith had 5, and Fred Rosequist also had 2. Coming off the bench, Porter Colvin ended up with 10, and Trent Harden also had 4, as Frankfort will now move on to 2-10 on the season with a 51-31 victory. Coming up here on the main court in Washington next will be a face-off between number 1 seed Clifton Clyde Eagles, who come in with a record of 9-1, versus number 4 seeded the Axtell Eagles, who come in with a record of 8-2. Of course, a rematch from the 6th of January, one in which Clifton Clyde was able to defeat Axtell 51-41 there in Clifton Clyde. So a great game coming up, a great spot the rest of the afternoon too. We'll have TVL updates as we go along. Right now we're going to take a step aside for news, weather, and sports. Bring back with you here in just a little bit. You're listening to TVL High School Basketball here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Take the worry out of ordering and refilling your propane tanks with Kramer Oil. Great people to work with. Their family has been serving your family since 1976. Customize your account with delivery and automatic refill, prepaid discount, or level billing options available. Hard work, integrity, and dedication to the community are hallmarks that Kramer Oil lives by and promise to deliver for you. Join the family today with a phone call to Kramer Oil in Marysville. Find them online at krameroil.com.
What do you do when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? Christy Anders Funeral Home is here to support you through this phase of life by providing support and personal services while helping you create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved ones. Christy Anders Funeral Home is family-owned and operated and proud to offer affordable personalized packages to fit any budget. Visit Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at www.apfunerals.com.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets.
Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.